All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Gwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect, pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. In this particular video, it's going to be an in-transit video. I want to make a back to the basics lesson. And with that, we're going to start out with Isaiah 58 and 1. You know, for you brothers that want to put your hands to the plow, you want to start doing the work. You want to get out on the highways and byways. You want to, start making these videos. You want to put your hands to the plow. Well, this is a video of advice. All right. And Salaki, if I sound distracted, just a tad bit because, I got to drive out here for myself and other people. All right. But let's start with Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So when you go to the highways and hedges, which we call camp, when you go to the highways and hedges, you're supposed to lift up your voice like a trumpet and spare not, which means you're not supposed to spare Israel's feelings. You're not supposed to feel bad because somebody is getting cut, because somebody is getting corrected. All right? You're not supposed to feel bad and then spare the sword, hold back the sword. All right? So it says, lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show. Let's start from the beginning. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions. In the house of Jacob, their sins, right? So that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be telling Jacob they're going off. All right? Telling them, stop eating that shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. Come on. We got a dietary law spoken about in Leviticus chapter 11. And if they continue to eat all type of abominable things, the Lord is going to put them to death. All right? Because contrary to popular belief, America's not going to last forever. America is going down the drain, and it will be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction. All right? And if they don't want to partake in the plagues that's coming to America, and the ultimate plague being it being destroyed by nukes, then they have to put that shrimp, pork, crab, lobster down. Not just that, we have a sexual morality laws. All right? You can't commit adultery. That's a penalty unto death. If you're an adulterer or an adulteress, the Lord is going to put you to death. If you're a a brokeress, you like the same sex, the Lord is going to put you to death as well. All right? The Lord, it ain't going to be no moles getting saved by the Lord. All right? You will be put to death as well. All right? So forth and so on. We're supposed to go out there and show Israel where they're going off and tell them to correct it, or they're going to be put to death. We're going to persuade them through the terrors of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. All right. Let's get Isaiah 66, 33 and 6. And we read, if the watchmen see the sword come, and before I get this, I want to say, when you go on the highway, before you go out on the highways and byways, you got to be apt to teach. You got to be, studied up. All right. Before you go out there, learn the prophecies, learn the breakdowns from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. All right. Learn the prophecies, learn the breakdowns, get studied up. And then when you're studied up, then you can begin to observe world news and, current events, because you know the prophecies. And then you're going to filter the current events and world news through what? Through the scriptures. Salaki, hold on for a second. You're going to then begin to filter all the news and all the current events that you're studying, that you're looking at. You're going to filter them through the scriptures. And when you see prophecies coming nearer and nearer and nearer, then boom, you give that warning. You make that video. right? That's why the scriptures speak on measuring the times diligently in itself. That measuring stick is the Bible, is these scriptures. You see that? But you got to get studied up. You got to know the breakdowns. You got to know the prophecies. So when you look at the world news, you can filter them through the scriptures, man. All right? So let's get in Ezekiel 33:6, and we read. It says, but if the watchmen see the sword come, we are the watchmen. All right? And blow not the trumpet. That's what we're doing on the highways and byways. We're lifting our voice up like a trumpet, right? I just got that in Isaiah 58:1. So us making these videos, us on the highways and byways, you know, us looking at current events and making these videos and giving that warning and telling Israel they're going off this way and that way, and if they don't repent, they're going to get destroyed. That's us blowing the trumpet. And Salakia, once again, if I'm sounding a little distracted, you know, I got to keep my head on a swivel out here. All right, that's us blowing the trumpet. It says, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken in his iniquity. Right. If we don't give any warning, we not making these videos. If we are sitting on our hands and not making videos, not telling Israel they're going off and showing them the correct way, and they be taken, you know, and they die, then guess what? He is taken away in his iniquity. Yes, he died in his sin. It is his fault. But guess whose fault also it is? But his blood will I require at the watchman's hands. Right. So you'll be accountable for that. So us on the highways and byways, us making these videos, guess what? That's us washing the blood off our hands. All right? That's us washing the blood off of our hands. And through that, we will be saved, us doing this work. Let's get Ezekiel, let me see, 4:9, I believe, or 9:4. It's Ezekiel 9:4, and we read, and Yahweh said unto him, this was an angel, go through the midst of the city, and it's talking about Israel, through the midst of Jerusalem, where people before we have placed, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. All right, that mark is Tawah. When you get into it, in the Hebrew, that mark is Tawah, and when you get into that word, it means to be exempt from judgment. All right, so when all hell starts to break loose, the Lord got your back. He's going to protect you. Right? It says, continuing, and to the others, this is the death angels, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let your eyes spare, Slakia, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So, hey, this is why we go out there on the highways and byways and we give warning, because we're trying to get that spiritual mark, that right-handed mark, that Tawah, that exempt from judgment. The earth is about to be faced with that left-handed mark. A lot of people going to take that left-handed mark, which is what? The MOTB. The microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right. But we want to get that exempt from judgment, you know, not getting too deep into the mark of the beast. You know, look up that breakdown. You got to know that breakdown before you hit the highways and byways. All right. That's one of the major prophecies. All right. But just to recap, for you newer brothers that want to put your hand to the plow and start doing this work, you get studied up first. Learn the prophecies, learn the breakdowns. Then you can observe world news and then take that world news and current events and filter it through the scriptures, right? And then boom, you have your video. That's you blowing the trumpet. That's you washing the blood off of your hands. Hit the high. So you can receive that mark on the right hand side. Okay? And I hope this was edifying, and with that, I'm going to say shalom.